Top of the top. Top of the top. We up on a Saturday. What's up? Live. What's up, y'all? Exclusive. About to get into it, y'all. About to get into it. The End of an Era Part 3. The South is dead. Yeah, everybody saw the Pimp C interview. Yeah. Everybody saw it. But that was about 18 years ago. Thank you, Tad. Thank you for everybody that support the channel, everybody that donates, everybody that supports. It's strictly independent. This is not a major platform. Everything is organic. All right? No shenanigans, no, none of that. All right, that's one thing. We're gonna get into it. It's about this content we're about to get into right now. What's good, y'all, on this Saturday? What's up? All right. Told y'all I had set in the cut. Yeah. Pimp C, rest in peace. We've been talking about how everything different, right? The world different, right? I've been throwing my shots saying the South ain't the South no more, right? The North, I've been saying everywhere is not the same no more. I said we've been living in a fake-ass world for over about 15 years now, something like that. Fake-ass world. Everything been fake. Pimp C knew exactly what was going on because I knew what was going on. Everything Pimp C said, me and a whole lot of others, we felt the same way. So when I tell people I had to sit back and watch 15 years of strictly lies, fakeness, and I couldn't see nothing. That's why you see these rages coming out. Or they try to make it like people was angry. Are you angry? Calm down. Why are you so angry? No. When I keep saying I know what they did, it's me and others, we know what happened. So being that everybody been on, you saw a Pimp C interview for years. And you watched it. We're going to go back into it today because now you got the proof that everything Pimp C said was the truth. Every single word out of his mouth was the truth. We're going to go back into that. But we're also going to look at some other things. And some other things we're going to look at, I ain't going to say too much. Yeah, we're going to be looking at Bun B. Bun B, it been in your face the whole time, y'all. Question number 1. Since Pimp C been dead, have you heard Pimp C come out his mouth a lot or Jay-Z? Which one is it? All right, it's not hard to figure out. What we know around here, well, we know who got love for who by the tributes they give him. Huh? Bun B been stopped rapping Pimp C. Who else? Slim Thug. Slim Thug is a paid old character. They been bought Texas out. They were going from state to state. Buy out Chicago, we're gonna buy out Texas, we're gonna buy out Atlanta, we're gonna buy out Miami. Yup. Everything I told y'all we're gonna prove it today, but it ain't about proving nothing today. We're gonna go back into some stuff. Yeah. Also, it's gonna be something very interesting. What's up, punches? We all know Pimp C got found slumped. We all know when Pimp C died, he died in Hollywood. Yes, he did. When Pimp C passed away, just so happened he was in California. Yep. What's good, Matt? Intro. Yeah, this a for being content exclusive. But look, guess what? We still alive. Still got other stuff coming. So look, I'm just sharing the link, y'all. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button, all of y'all. I never asked. Y'all always show real love, and I appreciate that. We're about to get into it. I ain't about to do a lot of talking. I just got to share this link. That's all right. Then again, whoever missed it, that's on them. Catch the replay. Other than that, shout out to the real replay gang. All right, on top of that, all right, y'all. Saturday morning, man. No cartoons, man. But we're going to start entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Like I said, the South is dead. Pimp C told you the truth. The betrayal of Bun B. That's right. The betrayal of Bun B. To this day, Bun B has a burger franchise, but he was the dirtiest one in the group. He was never the favorite of the group. But not everything is playing out. Don't think Bun B ain't scared, y'all. When I tell you, everybody that's walking around right now is all connected one way or another. They just didn't think all this. They didn't think the internet would be around. They didn't think the new generations would be hip. And they thought all the old generations would be dead, sick, or in jail by now. That's what they thought. All right, let's go. It's very simple. Because it played out in everybody's face. But guess what? Bun B couldn't do nothing if he wanted to. You heard the rumors about them. You heard the rumors about what happened, right? Y'all forget Pimp C committed the biggest crime. You forget on the internet now, we can all laugh and joke because them people got their rights. There's a lot of stuff that changed. Pimp C was lashing out before them people got their rights. Pimp C was lashing out before it was cool to be down the rainbow. Before it was even to think about being pink. They had to hide that stuff. Remember, it was gangster rap. Gangster rap could not be exposed. We now know in 2025, gangster rap been exposed. That what, y'all? They all pink, right? Okay. We now know. They what? Play with dildos. Baby all. We know Diddy go to trial, what? The 5th. No man has come out and said he did nothing to them because we know everything that Diddy did to them men was consensual. It was either blackmail, they wanted the deal, they wanted the money. Case closed. If Diddy get any time, it's going to be from women. Cassie and 3 other women. That's it. You got your proof. But guess what? Pimp C already told you that. Huh? So today, ATL, the South, you're going to get shamed today. Y'all going to get shamed today. You're going to get shamed, like I said. Y'all want to be from everywhere else. Y'all thought y'all were from New York. Y'all thought y'all from California. Y'all thought y'all from everywhere. And guess what? You lost. But then again, Atlanta, I ain't going to blame y'all. It ain't y'all fault. It's because it's a fake Atlanta, too. First of all, let me say shout out to the real Georgia people. That's the people that was there when ATLians was going on, right? The real Atlanta, all right? The Chevy trucks, you get what I'm saying? You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. The real Atlanta. Home of the freaknik. Before any such thing as Atlanta being stereotyped for anything else. Let's also make something clear. Another reason why Atlanta is so fruity, you got to blame all them HBCU colleges. Why? Because you got people that come from all over the world and bring their stuff there. All right? All that stuff comes there. People from all over the world come to Atlanta with yeah, that's what happened. They come to Atlanta, but they be in the state of Georgia, and Georgia ain't that type of state. But the people of Georgia, they the ones got written out because their city got taken over because them Yankees came down there and everybody else. And I told you, you're going to see when all of them came down there, that's when Atlanta got the fruity crown. I already put it together. But Pimp C already told you that about 18 years ago. Johnny Come Lately told you. Everybody's Johnny Come Lately, y'all. I've been with Pimp C. I've been with Pimp C. Stop it. That's why you ain't never see me make no video about Pimp C. The people I really got respect for, I don't make videos on them. No kind of way. So I'm not going to talk about a cornball internet sensation by the name of yellabeezy from Texas if I don't talk about Pimp C from Texas. But some of y'all supposed to talk about yellabeezy because y'all don't know the true history of Pimp C. So y'all supposed to do that. I'm supposed to talk about Pimp C first, not yellabeezy. All right? Let's go. Because we going to the history of this shit. So now I'm about to tell you how the South is dead. Why? They killed themselves. That's why. What did it? Rap. Hip-hop, rap, hip-hop, rap. The Yankee music, hip-hop, rap. All right? New York destroyed America with rap. California destroyed America with gangbanging. The South picked up on both, loved the both. They loved everything from everywhere else. That's why they ass destroyed. That's right. The ancestors of the South were officially destroyed, wiped out. The whole South was infiltrated with Northerners, people from everywhere else, and people from overseas. I remember no such thing as nobody from overseas down south. I remember down south was just black and white. That's it. Yep. But the South wanted to be cool, so let's go. Because everything I'm saying is we going what Pimp C said. Huh? We going what Pimp C said. We also gonna go right. This was the year before the Rainbow. The 44 era started. Right before that, we also going to look at how Pimp C had no clue what was going on, right? He had no clue it was a big thing about to take off. He did not know the whole Def Jam had a part to play in this thing that was coming, and Pimp C didn't know what was going on, y'all. And you're going to see it all today. Question is, what did Bun B know? Nah, man, let's go. Pimp C refused to do Big Pimpin' video over old riff, FJZ. So you also know that this stuff never died out. It keep coming back, and it's never going away. Because it is also said, like a lot of y'all like to say, you know Pimp C and Beyonce, Then I remember, that's one side of the ear. The other side of it, I remember when Pimp C, it was always said Pimp C didn't want to do the video. In that interview, he said that, when Jay-Z was a star, so it was never no secret. Yeah, it was never no secret. So I was able to put it together. Because people from Texas was talking about the lowdown, how they go way back. You see what I'm saying? So I was able to put it together like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. See, it's just that people in New York didn't comprehend that these guys from New York was making a lot of out-of-town moves. But see, I'm a type of guy, I always went out of town. That's another reason why I was able to comprehend the stuff they was doing. When I know they was locking down states. That's right. Locking down radio stations, y'all. Whatever's y'all city, they lock down y'all top radio DJ, get them in pocket. Boom. That's how it start. Markets. They knew the markets make the money. Texas always is what make you a millionaire, man. They figured out that Texas make their money out there Trump because there's millions of people in Texas alone. And they know that Texas then it's going to carry over to Louisiana. They knew about all that stuff back then. Then it's going to go to Memphis. You know what I'm saying? They knew about that back then. It was money down there. Because they were, being that they wasn't getting no deals, they was out to Trump. But as things started to take on, what really happened is all them rappers that was in the South hustling out their Trump, they made it easier for them New Yorkers to come down there and get that money because they had already created these lanes already. They had created these markets. So it was the South that created the whole South market. And it was a time when Def Jam and them had nothing on the South because they didn't help build the South. The South was independent. Remember, they couldn't get signed. So what happened is the South wanted to get signed to them Yankee people, and that's what happened. All right? The truth is they was supposed to sign to Jay Prince. That is the truth. All right? They want to sign with them up Northerners, and you see what you got now, right? You're going to see what happens in the end. You're going to see what happens in the end. Guess what? North against the South never stopped. Y'all just didn't know that. That's right. The North won in the end, y'all. Yup. Because they turned the South into the North. Yup. Yes, they did. Did y'all know there's such thing as no Dunkin' Donuts down South? Did you know there's such thing where certain companies couldn't even come down South? And certain Southern companies couldn't go up North? Yes, y'all. And I'm not even talking about a long time ago. When you see Dunkin' Donuts down South, that's new stuff. See, all this stuff I've been new. When you see Chick-fil-A up North, that's new stuff. There was never no such thing as that. Because Chick-fil-A was supposed to be in the South. When you started seeing Wawa certain places, these because certain things had changed. But it was a time in history where the Northern, certain businesses had to stay above that Mason-Dixon line and vice versa. You couldn't just come down South and open up businesses, and Southern businesses couldn't just go to the North because it still was going down. A lot of y'all didn't know it still was going down. Yeah. Yup. So anyway, it's about that American history. That's why people don't know. So anyway, you'll see Bun B was always in the background. Huh? Even in the picture. Huh? Remember when I told you, when you're dealing with these people, it's always going to be a Judas. The whole concept of the story of Judas, you the Judas. Man, all your people the Judas. All y'all Judas. That's the whole story. Huh? Why you think they made the movie with the Judas and the Betrayal? You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't get that part. If somebody's face was to be in any book or on any wall about betrayal, Judas, guess who it would be? See, like I said, everybody was so anti-religion. It ain't about religion, it's about knowing. The story of Judas is about betrayal. That's all it is. Simple and plain. And what I learned is, whenever you get done dirty or something bad happen, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be somebody betray you, somebody close to you, whether they did it or not, whether they told on you, whether they show where you live at, it's going to be somebody close to you when it's all said and done. If they're not built like that. It's always like that. So even the same thing in the story, you heard about all these people was running with this guy, and when the pressure started hitting, they started folding. All right? They started denying that man. They started snitching. They started wanting to get some money. Yeah, man, that story always plays out, man. Some of y'all still going through that right now, called betrayal. But if you don't put your trust in nobody, you won't be betrayed. So let's get into it. All right, enough of my opinion. All right, we're going to look at some stuff. The South is dead. Pimp C told you the truth. The betrayal of Bun B. Now, like I said, don't think people are genius just because you stupid. Don't think people are genius just because you didn't believe stuff. Because if we look at what Pimp C said, he would look like a prophet. Get it? It's not that. It's just that nobody wanted to listen because everybody was going against the grain. Everybody was under the spell of Jay-Z. All right? Jay-Z has been the god of the people of this country for over 20 years. He controlled their reality, thoughts, perception, If you ask him anything about success, he probably would be the first person popping their head. This is very deep, y'all. He's in people's DNA. But I'm also going to give you proof now how he always controls stuff. Even to the last minute, he controls stuff on his internet. Y'all didn't believe it though, right? Now you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Also, yes, Carrie Hilson has come back out. She was on the Breakfast Club. Carrie Hilson has come back out. We have spoken her up. I think I spoke her up and others. All right? And I thank them people from the internet, them people from Power 105, like I said, big platforms, they be listening. So I think they've been hearing us talking about Carrie Hilson and said, let us go interview her. Give her a call. But if I was Carrie Hilson, I would have never went to Charlamagne and them. Huh? Because they're the ones that'll be done told where she at. Something like that. Thank you very much, Natalia. Thank you very much. All right, let's go, y'all. Let me calm down because we got real talk today. All right? We got real talk today. Just to let y'all know that. Straight up. Hold up. Just to let y'all know what we're going to be doing today. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be going down. Just understand that part. Understand that part. Trust me. All right, now look. Pimp C almost passed on Jay-Z's Big Pimpin' over questionable lyric. I'm showing you how throughout the years, this stuff just keep coming up. See, this 2020. Pimp C refused to do Big Pimpin'. This 2023, Vibe magazine, Quincy Jones magazine. You know what I'm saying? You see it right here. So you seeing that it never dies. And this is what I be telling people about campaigns and narratives. When Jay-Z got so much stuff on him at one time, this Pimp C stuff ain't go away. It's not dying, y'all. And the thing is, this stuff on this internet with Pimp C, they got so much views on it. No, it ain't going away. The question is, does Bun B think he's straight? Bun B hides under his wife. But we know how this game go. Control. That's what the New Yorkers did. Control. Yeah, once he got that power, you're going to see went into control mode. It's like they had something to do. It's like they closed up New York and said, let's go down south. We got some stuff to do. We got to get Texas, Florida, Atlanta. Y'all didn't notice it, though. See what I'm saying? When I get off the airplane in Atlanta. Remember when he said Atlanta ain't the South? What was he saying? But it's still on the south side of the Huh? He was saying, man, they starting to act like they from New York. Man, he really was saying, man, they acting like Jay-Z and them boys. They be up under Jay-Z and Diddy and them boys. That's really what he was saying. Man, they starting to act like Russell Simmons and them, man. They starting to be East Coast. That's what he was saying. We're going to get into it. Huh? The betrayal of Bun B. The betrayal of Bun B, y'all. Or was Bun B put under pressure? Huh? Was Bun B told he better get in line unless he want to end up like somebody else, a few others? Huh? Did Bun B have to get in line, y'all? I told you it's a lot of reasons why he got his money. It's a lot of reasons how they got their money. Nope. Today, we're looking at Bun B because Texas, y'all gave Bun B a pass. And that's why y'all fell off. All right? Y'all fell off. Let's go. All right? Slim Thug, another puppet. This when Jay-Z bought out Texas. They were playing chess. He know about chess. Didn't he show you know about chess? Why you think he took y'all queen? Huh? Why you think he took the queen? Once he took the queen, that was his tie to Texas. Use her, manipulate the rest of them punks. And that's what they did. Payouts, buyouts. What happened, y'all? Everybody turned their back on Jay Prince, ran to that Yankee hat. That's what happened. All right? That's what happened. The question is, what you got now, Texas? Nothing. That's how it's supposed to be. That's right. Meanwhile, they on the run. Nobody knows what's going to happen to them. Diddy trial about to start, and we know that Slim Thug is pink. Get your members only. Watch the pink program. You'll be up to date. That's all I'm going to say. All right? Let's go. Let's go. Because this is what was going on while everybody been asleep. They've been playing in people's face. Huh? Since Pimp C been dead, how many times has Bun B gave him a tribute? Did Bun B even give him one concert? Does Bun B even have a picture in his store, his shop? See that? Bun B been smart. Bun B been slid away from hip-hop. Bun B and Beyonce did the same exact thing. They slid away from hip-hop. and now they're international. You know, these guys are very educated. Bun B, he was lecturing at colleges. He always dealt with all types of races. It's okay. But to you, he had to portray this black stuff, and he's from the street, UGK, and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, guys, they all come from different backgrounds. They're all good kids. That's how they get the deal. And they sold you dreams and lies. That's about it. Sold you a lot of dreams and lies. The question is, did Bun B get down with Jay-Z and Beyonce because he wanted to? Or did he get pressured? Did he get pressured to go against Pimp C when Pimp C was living? Because you know how the game go now. You ain't with the program, your ass gonna go to jail. And hopefully when you get out, you'll be pink. But when Pimp C got out, he wasn't pink. He was still going hard. But maybe a nice plot got put together on Pimp C when he was in jail. When he was in jail. And Bun B was on the campaign getting money on Pimp C's name while he was in jail. And Bun B was up under G's and the rest of them boys. Huh? And Bun B was under Jay-Z a lot while Pimp C was in jail. So maybe when Pimp C home, maybe him and Bun B wasn't the same, but Pimp C just didn't know that. You catch my drift? Live documentaries. That's how we do it. Let's go. All right? Let's go. You see how I look funny now, right? They wanted us in them big white t-shirts, so it looked like we got on big ass dresses. Ladies, you know damn well that's the stuff you walk around the house with when you butt naked right now, in a big t-shirt. All right? That was a joke of that. That was a joke of that. When you look at it now, you'll see Slim Thug like a big ass kid, right? Little girl ponytail, little girl hairstyle with a big ass shirt, because it was always in our face what these rappers about. All right? And what you got to do to be a rapper. And Pimp C already told you that. All right? So when we close out, oh yeah, only thing about this Pimp C interview today, you're going to get full breakdown. I'm going to give you the analytics. All right? Bun B was always the dusty one. If you ain't even know, even the youngsters, people don't even know about them, you can tell from the pictures who was the man and who was the knockoff. All right? You'll see. Pimp C got pinky ring, 2 bracelets, plus watch. That's how you can tell from the jury back. He got Cartiers on. Bun B look like a regular rapper, he just get a chain, man. All right? Bun B was never that deal. He knew that. He always knew Pimp C was the favorite. He always knew that. See? After Pimp C gone, the laughing, the joking, the control. No, Slim Thug was never nothing. He was just favored by Jay-Z. Why you think when he first came out, he had a song, his beat was by Pharrell. They had all the producers, all the rappers in pocket, y'all. They took over all the markets back in 2005. Huh? T.I. Huh? Now you see why T.I. to go at who? Lil Flip? Get Lil Flip out the way. Wow, we about to put Slim Thug out there. Get Lil Flip out of here, them cold G's. Huh? Get them cold G's out of here, the real ones. Get them out of here. We about to take over that shit. Yeah, we got Slim Thug now. That's what they did, y'all. That's what they did. Mind you, those were the moves being made while Pimp C was in jail. Y'all forgot that. See? Let me remind you of your South history. Let me remind all y'all history. That whole lean movement with Swisher and all that, that's when all the stuff was going down. So like I say, moves was being made while Pimp C was in jail. Then when he came home, it was a whole thing built around him. Huh? It was this guy named Jeezy, Rick Ross, Slim Thug. But they were all controlled by New Yorkers. T.I., all controlled by New Yorkers. Pimp C getting out, he thinking they keeping it real with the South. He thinking they South boys. No, they were controlled by the Yankees. Same thing they did with L.A. Same exact thing. I'm going to be real. Like I said, the game been down with New York the whole time. Ray J been down with New York the whole time. Brandy been down with New York the whole time. Told y'all, man, that's how it been like that. Been like that. You got the proof of Bun B laughing and joking with Jay-Z after Pimp C long gone in the dirt. Because remember this, y'all. Common sense, y'all. This the real world. Even if you know your friend had a problem with somebody and they ain't had no real beef, you will not be laughing and joking with them in no picture, y'all. But when I tell you Jay-Z is a wizard, he's the type that made sure he had this picture. He made sure this picture came out. So, get it? When it's all said and done, yeah, he want everybody to know. Bun B, we all cool. Yeah, that's right. For a decade, when 44 was in the office, all that whole time, you'll see. Jay-Z wasn't focused on music. His whole time was controlling stuff, controlling the industry, because they already lost the game, y'all. When the game went down south, they went into watch the game mode. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Beyonce and Jay-Z tried to keep their wedding as private as possible. Why? I don't know. All right. They got married in their New York City home. Check this out. Beyonce and Jay-Z wedding was on April 4th, 2008. That's why the other day, this is what I meant to tell you the other day, I forgot. You remember the other day when Kanye dissed their kids? That was 2 days before their anniversary. So that was Kanye's way of ruining their anniversary. Yes, I meant to tell you that the other day. Yup. When he disrespected their kids and all that. When he went off the call, yeah, that whole thing was to ruin their anniversary. Because Kanye knew it was their anniversary. Yup. He did that 2 days before their anniversary. That's why he wanted to put them in the news, trending for bad news, destroy them, so on their anniversary, they'd be embarrassed and mad. You know what I'm saying? Told you, Kanye do everything strategic. Everything Pimp C told you, Kanye told you. I told you. The way this game set up, whoever Jay-Z wants you to go against, you win against. Then you're going to see one thing. You win against everybody, but somehow you never win against Jay-Z. Huh? You never win against Jay-Z. Jay-Z made you go against Nas. Jay-Z made you go against Kanye. Jay-Z made you go against Drake. Jay-Z made you go against Pimp C, but you still didn't go against Jay-Z yet. Do you now see who controls your brain? Do you now see who controls, huh? Do you now see who's Pinocchio? Now, do you now see how Jay-Z been to Geppetto, pulling their strings, making everybody tell lies? The lies I never bought at all, me and others that been knew the truth? Y'all bought it. So that's why I say I be really like done with people. Because I know what happened. Everybody went with lies for about 15 years plus. Then when act like ain't nothing happened and everybody's so real now. Man, get out of here. Today we gonna prove it. Matter of fact, man, come on.
On the south side of the map, yeah.
Answer my question. Is it Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah, it is on the south side of the map.
All right. Well, after saying that, listen to this. All my statements.
Now you hear the goofies playing around with him, right? They know damn well what he's saying. But Atlanta, this when they started putting college kids on your radio station. The same exact program they did in New York, put Charlamagne on it. You'll see every radio sound the same because they got to talk the same cadence. So when I'm listening to Atlanta radio and I'm hearing college kids and I ain't hearing that Atlanta slang, you feel me? I already knew what was going on down there, huh? Because it's a pipeline. They control the HBCU. HBCU control the narrative. So you're going to see how these clown-ass radio college kids playing around with Pimp C because they acting like they don't know what they're talking about, huh? Meanwhile, they know everything, right? Hold on. I'm going to let them commercials blow by. Trust me on this. You're going to see everything Pimp C said. You're going to just see, y'all. You're going to just see. You're going to say, damn, if we'd have listened to him back then, man, we'd have been great.
You so mad. It just seemed like you real angry.
You know why I'm mad? Let me tell you why I'm mad. I'm mad because everybody on these records lying. Everybody lying. Everybody's this big D-boy. Everybody's these hardcore gangsters. Everybody gonna do this to each other when they see each other. And the truth be told, we too blessed and we having too much money in this rap game to be going to war with each other.
Right. Okay.
And the truth be told, don't nobody want to fight nobody in this rap game. Because 98% of these dudes is cowards.
You got any specific artists you referring to?
I'm not dissing nobody, man. I'm just telling you that if we don't clean it up, we're going to lose everything we fought to get, man. Don't you see that the game is fit to lead us out and go somewhere else if we don't straighten up?
Yeah, we see that. We know. I know what's going on.
If we don't clean out our own crowd,
all right? He told you what was going to happen. All right? He said if you don't clean it up, the game going to lead in the South. Well, the South, you ain't got the game no more. It's over with. Huh? Yeah, I told you it ended with Young Thug. It's over with. Why you think his ass got kicked out? Why you think Young Scooter just died? Because it's over with. He was already telling y'all. He really was saying, them New Yorkers done came down here from the North and they flipping out the South. And y'all keep messing around, man, y'all gonna be just like the North because y'all don't know about them North boys. And we was telling y'all, let's go.
All right, so what do you, by you saying that, what do you think needs to be done?
This is what I think needs to be done, man. Come on, man. At the end of these records we listen to, we don't get nothing out of them no more, man. We don't get no social commentary. We ain't getting no kind of knowledge out these records. Everybody just talking about how many chains they got on and how much dope they sold. But the truth of the matter is this, I don't believe you. Because I know you do, and I know you didn't sell no dope. And the next thing is this. Say, man, flush it down the toilet. We don't support drugs. But show it to me, man, because I know where it on backpacks. I know where they parents they rolled up in Timberland boots in 1998, and they acting like they big time drug dealers. Okay?
Okay.
So right now, this is what I'm telling you. Y'all want to get married at the pimp. Don't get married at the BUN, and don't put the UGK on. Get married at the pimp. This is my opinion. This is me. I'm talking. I'm a man. And I'll stand up. And let me say this while I'm at. All them people that were talking about they want to kill 50 Cent, want to do all that to this man. Hey, man, when somebody really wants something to happen to you, it's going to happen to you whether you want it to or not. And I just saw 50 Cent walk off the stage at the BET Awards with no bodyguards right in front of all them dudes that were talking about they were going to slap him when they saw him. And I ain't seen nothing happen to him.
So basically, you just calling the game real fake, and you saying that the music need to go back to some real lyrics.
It's over already.
Anything, man. Anytime an artist in Atlanta makes punk music and get on a record, they need to shout out to 3 6 Mafia, because y'all know that's where that music started at, man. And y'all know for a fact that UGK started the word trio. Y'all know this, man. Y'all know we started this here.
Everybody in the
Let me break that down. Basically saying, Atlanta, the truth is, they basically saying y'all stole 3 6 Mafia in Texas. Y'all stole Tennessee, all right? Y'all stole the crump, and y'all stole a lot of stuff from Texas. That's what he's saying, all right? That's what they saying. Basically, Atlanta, y'all was all up Memphis ass, and y'all was all up Texas ass, and then come to find out, y'all wound up stealing everybody's sound, and then that's what happened. And then y'all turn East Coast on top of that. That's basically what he's saying. My opinion.
We got to straighten out the game. And if the statement was made in the wrong context, I apologize about that. But I meant what I was saying. And maybe it was heard the wrong kind of way. But what I'm saying is this. Hey, man, when I get out the plane, I got to change my watch. Because I live in Texas, and I'm on Central Time.
Okay.
All right?
That's
So
Central.
that's my opinion. I can have my opinion.
Yeah,
you might not like my opinion, but that's my opinion.
All right, so everybody running around there basically telling Jeezy, because the magazine hasn't hit the stands, that you were pointing him out with the 17.5.
And the Meech talk.
The what?
It says the magazines make it seem like you pointing out Jeezy with the 17.5 talk, and it says it has something
And
about
everybody
Meech.
blowing up Jeezy phone saying that, you know, basically that it's about to be some beef between you and him. So, that's just the talk in Atlanta.
And the Russell Simmons.
Let me say this. There's a whole bunch of people lying. So if you want to point fingers at somebody, they point fingers at everybody. If I was going to diss young Jeezy, I would have came right out and said his name and dissed him. I'm not scared of no man. And the next thing is this. They need to free Big Meech because it's all circumstantial evidence. And the next thing is this. Everybody was down and everything was cool with BMF before they got busted. Everybody wants to be down with the play until they got busted. And then when it went down, then nobody want to fly the flag no more. Am I lying or telling the truth?
I think it's because they want to go to jail, though.
Yeah, but they were down when the party was going on.
Now listen to the clown ass people on the radio that Atlanta had representing them playing around Pimp C like he a joke. Like they don't know what he talking about. Because they don't want to go to jail. No, he's saying Jeezy pushed all that drug rap the whole time. He's suspect because he know damn well he was in the club with Big Meech and him every day, getting that clout, enjoying the money, enjoying the mansions. He know goddamn well Big Meech had that bag behind him. But really what he was saying, this fool done signed with Def Jam and Diddy. Now he acting brand new. Huh?
Everybody was throwing money in the club. Everybody was still down. So you got to be down in the good time and the bad time. When I went to prison, Bun stayed down with me in the bad time. So when your partner go to prison, you got to stay down in the bad time and the good time. If you was Black Mafia family in the street, when they was spending all that money in the strip club, you need to be Black Mafia family right now when everybody getting their dice. And let me say it again. If I was going to diss somebody, I'm going to say their name to their face, and a fight go with that. So now, I ain't diss Young Jeezy. Because Young Jeezy ain't the only one spitting fake dope prices. I'm dissing everybody lying about selling drugs. It ain't touch a damn truth.
All right, what's up with the Russell Simmons comment?
What about it?
I mean, it's basically saying that he's a.
Okay.
That's kind of self-explanatory.
Yes, it is.
But
All right? He been told you already. Where Russell Simmons at right now? Huh? He been told you already. About what? Okay then. We know about what? 1,000 bottles of what? Baby, all in dildos. We know already. It's the Def Jam tree. Pimp C was telling us back then. So who's late? We late. Huh? We late. Because why? Everybody was picking and choosing who they like, but now in the end, you see what? It's all of them.
Mr. Pimp C. Basically, do you think, all right, Bun held it down. There were a lot of, quote unquote, fake rappers supporting the UGK movement while you were locked away. Do you think that your comments are going to ruin some of the relationships that Bun B made since you guys are a group and they
Let me
see
say,
you as a group?
if these is real people, they won't let my statements affect their relationships with Bun.
Okay.
But I got a lot of relationships with a lot of people I don't respect, I don't like, I don't want to work with. When I get ready to do my app and I'm calling you and calling you and calling you, and you don't call me back, that means you're not down with helping me get my thing together. But when it's time to do your app, you call me and I had a record back within 24 hours. That means I'm being a real what?
Nigga.
Exactly. So now, guess what? If you want to charge Bun B $50,000 for a verse and then try to come back to me and pay me $1 to get me on your album, guess what you are? You fake and you garbage. If you was a cartoon character on your first album, then you need to be a cartoon character on your last.
Wow.
Now, let me say this. That's why I'm calling in to let it be known that things I say don't need to reflect on my brother. He can have a relationship with them dudes all he wants to. Because the truth of the matter is, if you fake and you abroad, and we go to a club somewhere and somebody jump on me, you ain't going to help me fight no way. Yeah. You going to run. I don't need to be friends with you. And the next thing you did, if I ain't never had a personal phone number on you, I got to call your personal assistant to get to you. Newsflash, you ain't my friend in the first place.
Respect.
I'm down with Outkast, the Goody Mob, the whole Dungeon family. I'm down with Jazzy Faith. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with Lil Jon. I'm down with people that get back in touch with me after I call them, man.
That was the real Atlanta.
You to do some work and you don't get back with me, then you a fraud. All you gotta do is call me and tell me you don't want to get on the record with me. That's cool.
Right.
Hey Pimp, what up with the new rappers? They may start to say, well, I have heard people say that you mad because of the new generation is on a whole new movement. What?
Bingo. Got up. Where's that whole new movement at now? Where the whole new movement at now? This is when they were starting them narratives that if I speak the truth, I'm a hater. That's why to this day, when it first popped off, I was a hater. I kept telling y'all, they created these fake ass narratives with fake ass people, fake ass black people, fake ass hood people, people from HBCU colleges when they took over rap because they was going to make rap what they wanted it to be. So they said he was hating on a new movement, but here's the movement they were talking about. Here's your proof. Here's your new movement. Like I said, the South is dead. Huh? You thought I was going to just tell you New York rap is dead? No, South dead too. Guess where it died at? South. Guess who killed it? Atlanta. All right? Remember that. No, he told you already.
What do you have to say about that?
Who are the new rappers?
I guess like a
the rappers
T.I. and a Jeezy and all the one-hit wonders I hear.
Yeah, there's a
They
lot.
would say because
You think T.I. is a one-hit wonder?
No. We're talking about like
the new
Okay,
artists.
you see how it works?
Yeah.
Like, you see how your words can get mixed up? Like,
Yeah.
you see how somebody can write something and then people take it the wrong way? Like, do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, now, let's back up. Now, the new rappers, who are they?
Well, since you were away and came out, there's T.I., there's Jeezy, there's Flip, and who else? Tell me next for that rappers.
I mean, the list goes on.
The list goes on.
Jock, Dro.
The list goes on, but they're saying that since you were a part of the old game, that you don't respect the newer rappers.
They're trying to make it like he a hater, y'all. They're trying to make it like that's how they try to make it. Like he's talking so far and he hating on the young boys. No, I told you, man. Same thing with Suge. I kept telling you. Everybody they wanted gone, they got them gone. You're going to see they couldn't come out with the rainbows at full level until certain people was gone. It's in your face. Now you see the end result. You know who had the rap game. You know who was in control. And you got the proof with Diddy and the goddamn dildos. And guess what? I ain't gonna say nothing else. Cause Pimp C gonna say it.
I was on T.I.'s album explaining what the King of the South was, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was there. He did a song with Young Jeezy called the Dickie Song and didn't come out. And every time he commented do something, I did it for free and they would charge him no money. I could have sworn that after Crime Mob took my freestyle off the Lil Chicks mixtape and put it on their album, I didn't even sue him or do nothing to him. I could have sworn that every time I get in an interview, I'm taking up for these dudes when it's some New York dudes or some LA dudes trying to diss them. I mean, show me one place where I talk down on Young Jock. Show me one place where I talk down on these dudes in a way to say that they're not supposed to be in this game, they're not supposed to be getting money. My thing is this. I want us to continue getting money for the next 15 years instead of falling off and letting it go back to the west or to the east because we're not putting no social commentary into the record. And the truth be told is, look, hey, man, if you started being a gangbanger after your first or your second album, you a buster. And these kids out here listening to us and looking up to us because a lot of them don't have no father figure in their house. And every record you get on, you lying about some dope, talking about some squares. Man, guess what, man? Get off the boo-boo. Get off of it, man. Because if you're going to talk about some squares and talk about the drug game, you need to talk about the bad side of the drug game, too. What about when you get busted and you go to jail? What about when your mama and your wife and your kids is crying because they at home and you in prison in a cell? What about that part of the dope game? Everybody talking
New York, all Atlanta.
They gonna buy.
They was down in Atlanta being fruity, y'all.
You know what I'm talking about? But ain't nobody talking about the other side of it. So if you're gonna talk about that, you gotta talk about both sides. And I'm gonna say it again. If you're a cartoon character on your first album, you need to be a cartoon character on your latest. Because the way we start is the way we gonna finish.
Can't do nothing to respect that,
You go back to that Ozone article and you read every statement I made in there. And if you find a place in there where I lied about somebody after you research, y'all give me a call back and I'll clarify what I meant.
There it is, Pimp.
Now guess what? Now let me say this, and I want it to be clear. I'm not apologizing for what I say. I'm clarifying what I meant by what I said.
Correct.
We all know Atlanta, the South. We got.
Oh, another thing is too, y'all. This ain't the prime. I'm gonna close out real strong on this. Watch when I close out. You watch what happened. Let's go.
Acting like it's the South. And we got to start having some pride like it's the South. And let me say this, y'all might not like this, because a lot of people don't like stuff. But ATL is considered to be the gay capital of the world right now. And y'all got clubs over there with boys standing in the parking lot kissing on the mouth. And you know, if you're gay and you're out of the closet, that's cool because everybody got their preference. But man, it's time to start cleaning up our own neighborhood because the dude from Texas shouldn't have to get on in no magazine to make you clean up your neighborhood. So if I really wanted to diss Atlanta, it was a bunch of things I could have said about a bunch of people, and I could have really dissed and hurt some feelings. Now, don't you know that?
Yes, sir.
Because I know who the gay rappers is. I know who let them models stick them dildos in them, and I know who did.
Bingo. What my boy say? I know who let them models stick them dildos in them. What my boy say? I know them boys who let them models stick them dildos in them. He was telling you back then. What? Huh? It's 2025. What happened at Diddy house? What happened? What they get? Dildos and baby y'all. He talking about dildos in New York rappers and Jeezy. He really was telling us how Jeezy was under control by them New York rappers, but dildos. And then Cameron said he saw what? A dildo in Mace's house, but Cameron still with Mace, but you still didn't get it. Man, let's go, man. You support fake. Only reason why they're around because all y'all fake ass kept them around.
So if I really wanted to diss Atlanta, it was a bunch of things I could have said about a bunch of people, and I could have really dissed and hurt some feelings. Now, don't you know that?
Yes, sir.
Because I know who the gay rappers is. I know who let them models stick them dildos in them, and I know who did what, where, when, and why.
Wow. Do you feel like expressing it right now? You don't know? If you feel like saying it, go ahead.
Now, do you see how the picture was coded? Huh? Let me show you how it was coded for those who still don't want to get it. This picture's over 10 years old. You will clearly see the pink is glistening out of Meek Mill's head. Out of all three of them, he's the one the most pinkest. It's not a coincidence. He's the one that got what? Rubbed down the most. Oh, is it a coincidence out of all of them? He's the only one we heard on the goddamn tape with Diddy. No, you still didn't get it, right? You still stuck in a fake-ass world. But Pimp C told your late ass 18 years ago, and I already knew this. Let's go.
All the rappers in the South, I'm tired of everybody sending records in Atlanta. But everybody ain't my friend, and I don't like all y'all records.
All right, that's that, man. We're going to leave it at that. All right, we're going to leave it at that for right now. Matter of fact, we're going to leave that alone. Let's go. Now, let me show y'all something. Top of the top. Oh, yeah, also, let me show y'all this. That's why I kept telling these fools, crime over with. You ain't going to do nothing. You ain't getting away. Been telling y'all this 2 years ago. Huh? So get it through your head today. Crime is over with, y'all. See, y'all didn't want to listen. I told y'all, man. Ain't no such thing as being strapped with nothing. They gonna see them drugs on you. They gonna see a knife on you. They gonna see anything on you. This thing gonna see you in your cars, your house. Ain't nothing you gonna do no more about it. When I told you these people ain't playing no more, y'all. They not playing. A lot of that stuff you throw at planes flying over. Nah, they see through your whole crib. Huh? They see through everything and they gonna see just like this. That's why y'all didn't know. It's a new world. Some of y'all been getting pulled over, ran down on, because this the new world you in. Crime is over, and that's why I had to throw that at you. Huh? This also what Pimp C was telling you about. Telling all them fools lies that one day they gonna make it all selling drugs and fake ass life, got their ass gone. Ain't no such thing as crime no more, y'all. See that? Ain't no such thing as smuggling nothing. All right? Yesterday, what we play, y'all? Pick one. That's for VIP family. All right, now let's get back to the real talk. All right, Pimp C refused to do big pimping. All right, let's speed it up real quick. Let's look at something. Because people telling themselves, huh? Pimp C, let's go. All right, they got married in their New York City home. When did they get married? April 4th, 2008. That was a beautiful day. Let's go. Let's go. Kanye disrespected them 2 days before their anniversary. Last week. All right? Pay attention. You see Bun B, right? All right. What else you see about Bun B? He's still living his best life, right? Yeah. Because like I said, when people wasn't looking, Bun B been going for self. Bun B been getting money from college. He been got away from Pimp C. When the last time you heard Pimp C come out of his mouth? Huh? No, he pushing his burger franchise. And he got investors. You ain't gonna hear nothing about Bun B talking about Pimp C. No, because he know he can't eat without Pimp. He knew that. All right? He also knew Jay-Z and it was done with him. Also, don't be surprised if Jay-Z and them ain't got no money in this, because he's a puppet. Don't get it twisted. They been bought his ass, y'all. They been bought Bun B ass. That's why I been stopped respecting his ass. And then you're going to see when Pimp C was in jail, Bun B was tight with Jeezy. Bun B was tight with T.I. He was using all that Pimp C clout. But what Pimp C didn't know is Bun B was already paid off. Now y'all also see why Andre 3000 always stayed his ass out the way. If you pay attention, you'll see Andre 3000 stayed away from all of their ass because he knew what was up. There's certain people that always knew what was up. That's why I always tell y'all the smart ones stay out the way. Andre 3000 is so smooth. This is the fool that told you the South got something to say. And he also knows the exact everything of the East Coast, West Coast beef, because he was in the middle of it. He told you the South had something to say. He brought the shit to the South. They got the crown, and they started following them what? New Yorkers. That's what they did. They started following what? California, New York. Andre 3000 did his job. When y'all see him, y'all need to salute his ass, because that was the real Atlanta, period. And everything under that umbrella. So yes, Future is the last of the real Atlanta. He the last one left. It's the truth. And you'll see one thing Future knew. Because Future was with the Dudgeon family, but which I didn't get. I always got this shit clear. If you notice, Future stayed away from their ass. Future did not bow down to Jay-Z or Diddy or none of their ass. Only way they got a feature out of Future, they had to use Khaled for it. Future didn't bow down because Future know his big homies is. He always knew where he come from, and that's why Future went into this day. Financially, still getting booked because he knew the game. Everybody that went into Diddy and Jay-Z, where they at now? Huh? No, y'all. This always been going on, y'all. This was the dark side of it that people you was supposed to see. This stuff would have came out a long time ago. It would have messed up a lot of money, man. It wouldn't have been good. No, that's why I told you everything is revealed now. I didn't need Pimp C to tell me about Jeezy. No, just that. Now you see why the world is where it is and everybody cashed out. So yeah, Texas, let me tell you what this was about, Texas. See, Bun B knew about Texas was going to get remixed. He knew about the regentrification. He knew that money about to go through the roof and that rent. You watch your Bun B putting his stamp down for the new generation in the new world of his generational wealth, life after rap, how he's going to get paid off. Everybody knew that just moved to Texas, and all the Texas residents are gone. See, he knows what he's doing. This shit been a plan, y'all. See, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Some people sold people out to get to where they got to get, and they took deals, and they didn't care, y'all. That's what you're looking at, period. Ain't no glory in none of this. So that's why you're going to see all of them trying to slide away from rap. Ain't no coincidence when you see that other woman doing country music, because Bun B dealing with them people. You see what I'm saying? Not saying Bun B dealing with those people. I don't like to use race. I'm just saying Bun B deal with all people. He not pushing that black card no more. You see what I'm saying? He deal with all people. But at the end of the day, the truth is he do deal with a lot of white people. He had rodeos, all that stuff. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But the only thing I'm stressing is all of that black talk, all that black rap shit. But in the end, he never wanted you to know he was cool white people. Because remember, before it wasn't cool to be cool. It wasn't cool to be down white people. But see, the truth is, they never wanted you to be cool white people because they didn't want you to know someone on white people to help your ass. That's what it's all about. So you're going to see, like I keep telling y'all, right? They always told you that pro-black stuff, but you always going to see them getting them deals from other people. Huh? Always talking to you about this black stuff, but you're going to see who they going to get that money from. You buy the blackness. You base your life on how somebody look. So all somebody got to do is grow out some wigs and dreads, and you address that as blackness. Huh? Because you still base your life on looks and hair. Anybody can do that. So I'm showing you. Pimp C told people a long time ago. Why am I speaking about this? Diddy trial about to start in a few more weeks. So I'm just letting y'all know. Ain't nothing over, but it's all dead, and ain't none of them gonna get away. And it ain't, that's all I'm trying to tell y'all. And Bun B, yeah, he gonna get his too. He gonna get it through karma. Yes, he is. How we know that? Well, Pimp C been gone for a minute. 18 years this year. How many tributes did Bun B give him? Told y'all they exposed. All of the people that was with these dead rappers, you're going to see no more salute, no tribute. I'm talking about, they don't even talk about them in interviews, none of that, because they wiped them out of history. And they also know if Jay-Z still living, I can't say Pimp C out of my mouth. If Jay-Z was to disappear today, tomorrow, Bun B will be talking about Pimp C. Because that's a new ticket. That's money. He can write a book. He just ain't going to do it now because Jay-Z. Don't say Pimp C name. All right? No. You're looking at a Houston, Port Arthur, Texas guy that was bought and sold. He was bought. Sick. All right? Because the truth is, when Pimp C was in jail, Bun B was running around with all of them. Yep. I remember like yesterday, he was with all of them. He was with Jeezy. He was reaping the benefits of Pimp C. Because, like I said, they make money off you when you dead in jail. So y'all didn't understand also that free Pimp C was a gimmick. Get it? Y'all didn't get that. Like every time somebody went to jail, that's a gimmick. Okay, I'm a rapper. Today, I'm coming out with the free Pimp C campaign, your free Pimp C. Now you automatically going to put me with Pimp C. I'm down with Pimp C. Everybody like Pimp C, going to like me. And that's how the shit rock out. Send Pimp C a couple dollars. That's my gimmick. Free Pimp C. Boosie, raised by Pimp C. Any salute to Pimp C? Any Pimp C tribute? No tributes for many reasons. For one, they scared. For two, they don't want to offend the people that didn't like Pimp C. Everything been in y'all face. That's why I never sucked boosiebadazz off. I know he betrayed Pimp C years ago. Huh? He actually betrayed Pimp C when he shouted out Diddy on Wipe Me Down. If you look around that time, you will see that's around the time Pimp C died. Now, if you really want to do homework, go find out when Boosie made Wipe Me Down, because I'm about to show you when Pimp C died. Thank you very much, Bless. I'm in the zone right now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm showing y'all something. Huh? If you really want to know something, you find out when Wipe Me Down dropped. And when he said just left New York City, now don't forget, but you didn't know. When he said I just left New York City, you didn't know he was under Pimp C. You didn't know that part. So the Pimp C conspiracy is starting to play out. Now let me show y'all something. Huh? I'm going to show you what nobody ain't show you. Huh? Because it's public information. Check this out. Let's go. The close out. Inside Beyonce and Jay-Z's ultra-private wedding 17 years ago. Today, April 4th. Last week, Kanye destroyed their anniversary with that disrespect. Now let's look. You ready? Let's go. Pimp C died December 4th, 2007. Age of 33, West Hollywood, California. Pimp C was found dead in his hotel room on December 4th, 2007. I'm watching the chat. What's up, Cotton? I'm looking for smart people. That's all I'm looking for. That's all I'm looking for. Oh, man. Where the rap fans at? Where the 444s at? Salute, Carlton. Thank you very much, bro. Let's go. All right? Wow, I'm watching the chat. I don't really see too much. I appreciate all of y'all. All right? December 4th, that's Jay-Z's birthday, man. All right, I'm going to just leave it at that. Pimp C was found dead in his hotel room on December 4th, 2007, with the coroner's report attributing his death of complications stemming from heavy consumption of lean and his pre-existing condition of sleep apnea. He got so much bad luck, he died on Jay-Z's birthday. It's crazy, right? Yeah, sometimes stuff happens like that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, and they also got married on the 4th. But guess what, y'all? They got married 6 months after that. They got married approximately 6 months after that. Approximately. He died December 4th. They got married April 4th. Approximately about 5 months. All right? So, some things bad luck. I'm going to leave it at that. Yup. So I'm just showing y'all, right? When I tell you some things is weird, that's how it goes down, y'all. But see, he died on Jay-Z's birthday. But the thing is this. Man, how we know Bun B ain't the one that did it? You know what I'm saying? You gonna get down and lay down, Bun B. We don't know. I'm just saying, right? Bun B living his best life, y'all. And as long as Jay-Z around, he ain't gonna be safe neither. He's scared of Jay-Z. Because Bun B gonna live with the guilt of what happened to Pimp C, y'all. Huh? You're gonna see Bun B didn't go hard to Pimp C. Well, what happened to my man? He went with the narrative. Pimp C was still getting y'all. That interview you heard, Pimp C was fresh out of jail. Meaning he was out for a minute. Pimp C was wasn't even getting high no more. So I'm saying he was chilling. But his man, you gotta remember when he died, his man went with the narrative that the pimp was getting high, you know, the pimp, this, that, and the third. Nah. This what Bun B been doing. Bun B been away from rap, but they know rap bring money. So when Bun B couldn't get no money, he started doing other things, y'all. Told you, man, when them boys done with you, you're gonna be finished. You're gonna be finished. They manipulated the whole game, and now that's why everybody under them is finished. All right, don't get it twisted. These are the faces behind Bun B. Don't get it twisted. They know they can use a rapper face. Bun B don't want to be broke around Texas. No. This life after Pimp C, no celebration. If I go through that bar, I ain't gonna see not one picture of Pimp C. But it wouldn't be no Bun B without Pimp C, period. And he know that. So you got your proof now, y'all. Go back into your history. You will see it was a conspiracy. Them New York boys had bought off T.I., made T.I. go at who? Lil Flip. T.I. went at Lil Flip because it was going to be a Texas takeover. Told you his chest. Get Lil Flip out the way, then we're going to put Slim Thug out there. That's our market now. Shit. Got that. Salute, Bun B. Thank you. And that's what happened. Also, y'all so proud down south, all you got to know is Beyonce the one that been so y'all ass out to the north. Beyonce been seeing herself as a northerner. Huh? She been seeing herself as a northerner. Don't forget that part. What else don't forget? The South would have never got conquered if it wasn't for that woman from the South. Because if his girl was not Beyonce, he would have never been accepted down South. I'm telling y'all, they worked so many magic tricks because they were playing chess on this goddamn American or this U.S. They were playing chess, y'all. Only reason why the South accepted Jay-Z was because of Beyonce. Because y'all biggest Southern queen saw y'all out. That's how it all happened. If it wasn't for certain people, it would have never happened, y'all. And that's what happened. So that's why you ain't got no South no more. That's why y'all rent just like up north now. Never was like that. Never was. So that was part of the plot. We're going to turn their shit into the north, make it shishi, foo-foo, sushi bars. We're going to make certain property that would have been cheap, make it more expensive, because we're going to create this fake lifestyle of Hollywood. Meanwhile, we just tricked everybody to make the Georgia property go up. That's it. That's it. Still down south. Still ain't no jobs. All this high rent. Ain't no damn jobs like that. Ain't no corporations. No. It was a trick. It took over. That's why the South like the North now, y'all. That's right. The South was rural, was the Bible Belt, had structure, law and order. You're going to see. Some people wanted to have fun and party. They got what they wanted, and the law and everything else is gone. That's it. That's how it works, y'all. Them slaves left the South, want to go to the North. They started getting drunk and partying in them clubs. That was it after that. They always pick fun over what's real. That's what they always want to do. They pick cameras and fame over what's real. Then he turned around and did the same thing again with Megan. Did the same thing again. Finesse Bun B. Years later. Go finesse Tory Lanez, steal it from Jay Prince. I'm going to use her to get, go get Megan from Jay Prince. I'm going to use her against Tory Lanez. I'm going to let her help. I got a grudge with Tory Lanez, so I'm going to use her to help me get Tory Lanez caught up. All in your face. Everything in your face. Can't do nothing on his own. He's sloppy. He's an old man now, y'all. That's why he need to go. He's going to be 60 soon. He's real sloppy. The internet going to destroy all of them. Because it's right here. It's going to be here for life. Guess what? Man, they talking about this stuff on all platforms anyway. TikTok, everybody talking about. Man, this stuff been out the loop. I just gave my version of it. That's it. So I know what's going on. I seen views 400,000. I'm talking about this right now, 3 months ago. No, this shit ain't over with. Hell no. I'm just giving you my proof. I'm just giving you my layout of what nobody talking about. How what? Pimp C died on Jay-Z's birthday. Yeah. I don't like to put my business out there, but one of my daughter's birthday on his birthday. It's the truth. Don't say it? Yeah. Yup. Yeah, y'all. It's crazy. So if I say some things are coincidence, man. I don't got to do with Jay-Z. And Jay-Z had to do it. Pimp C going, but you see he died on that day, right? Yeah, man. That's how it works. 6 months later, 5 months, approximately 5 months later, they get married. So, you know what made me look at this? When y'all kept saying that Pimp C and Beyonce had something going, this what made me look at it, because I was the one already saying she did not marry Jay-Z till 5 years later. That's what y'all forget. They were together in 2003. Diddy put them together for music purposes. They didn't get married till 5 years later. So maybe it was a back and forth with Pimp C. We don't know, y'all. We don't know. The same way I feel like Beyonce and with Busby, I don't know, but some just telling me, man. You will clearly see it was something going on. They didn't want people to know they got married. And this, y'all the ones from down there said she would mess around with Pimp C back then, but you're going to see something. They ass ain't get married, the Pimp C was dead. Not before. I think Pimp C was in the problem. I think Pimp C was pursuing to get Beyonce back. You know what I'm saying? I think Beyonce got caught on the phone talking to Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought happened. I think Jay-Z knew he couldn't be that man. See, everybody that was a man had to go. R. Kelly was a man around him. He had to go. Pimp C, what we didn't know is Jay-Z was cloning. He was around R. Kelly to take, he wanted to learn how does R. Kelly do to charm those women. He learned that from him. He studied R. Kelly. See, you can even see it on the cover when I was talking to y'all yesterday. You can tell he was studying R. Kelly, y'all. Look at him. He was studying R. Kelly, y'all. He was studying him. This shit clear as day. He was trying to learn how R. Kelly worked on women, y'all. He was trying. I'm telling you. Then he got around Pimp C, try to learn that pimping. Learn a little bit of that pimping. He started saying, "This I talk like a pimp." All these personas. Early 2000, people forget pimping was cool. Pimping was glorified. People forget that. Well, you know what? It was cool to be a pimp. It was cool to what? Talk about make a woman sell their ass. Y'all forget all these things happened already. No, you'll see Jay-Z was studying R. Kelly. He was actually on the stage mesmerized by that man. Because he knew that Piper had a woman drop them drawers, man. He wanted that energy from him. He's a vampire. No, man. He had to get into that black magic, man. He steals souls. He going to steal your swag. You heard they say he stole your Lil Chris, he stole his style, right? That's what he do. He going to morph off your ass. He stole Biggie verses. He going to morph you, clone your ass. That's what he been doing. Jay-Z only made it because of his straight male fans. That's it, y'all. To this day, that's the only reason why. But they just not straight no more. They just don't know it. All right? So that's why Kanye dissed his ass on his birthday. Huh? So remember I told you this day, no matter where I go in this game, they always going to be connected. I told you that. See? Kanye, Jay-Z, Boosie, he go back to Bun B and Pimp C. Told you they always been all connected. There's no way you're going to shake this shit, y'all. No way around it. That's why I said we at the end, because the jig is up. The jig is up. It's out the bag. It's all in your face. They all closer to 60. You feel me? It's one wave that's 50. One wave going on 50. The other part got a midlife crisis, and the other half going on 60. And then Chuck D and Ice-T and them, they about to be senior citizens. They about to be 65 soon, y'all. Yeah, man. Dr. Dre over 60, Ice-T over 60, Chuck D over 60, y'all, and a few others. It's over with. It's over with. So that's why all the truth is out and it's revealed. The thing is, y'all knew the truth about every other generation of music. People just didn't want to accept their generation of music. All right? You accepted Teddy Pendergrass with a trans, but you ain't want to accept this whole generation of the trans. Huh? Even though, who told you about, who was the first person to ever tell you about a dildo? I think it was this guy named Cameron. Said he found a dildo in Mace's house. Then what happened to confirm it? Mace allegedly get caught in trucks. Part 2, confirmed. Then 2025, Cameron know everybody that was his fan, most of them are dead in jail, so he ain't nobody around. He gets back with Mace in the end, like, we forgot what he said about Mace. No, that confirmed who you are, Cam. And like I said, y'all both were lovers, fool. You were lovers, and you get mad at Mace, and that's it. So it's no coincidence when Mace eat your ass in that last battle, and somehow you became his friend again, and somehow y'all platform with the same exact colors of baby, y'all, because somehow y'all might do the same exact thing, because Pimp C told us back then, I know what rappers let them models stick them dildos in their ass. And now we know it's all of them until proven otherwise. Cam, you've been in this game for so long, you still don't have a woman. And if you had a woman, it was a stunt. We know for a fact you don't love women, and you out the bag, bro. You only cater to your male fans, and that's what y'all do to this day. That's right. We get it very clear. Ain't no way in hell you was raised by Diddy as youngsters and want us to think y'all straight. No, you've been touched on. You've been played with for the millions, y'all. All right? Just accept it. Just accept it. Everybody accept what Pimp C already told us already. Huh? If Atlanta would have listened to Pimp C, all this stuff would have never happened. What's that? This? No. Yeah. No, y'all. How many? Brag about them black colleges down there. And I'll tell you how many black colleges got flooded with this behavior. They didn't know it was a campaign where if you was anybody around the world from another alternative lifestyle, come to Atlanta. Come to school in Atlanta. No, y'all, it was breeding going on. It was different things going on. No, they knew that rap would have every rainbow black person around America running down there. It wasn't, see, you got to remember, it was the rap that brought everybody out there. Then it turned on Fruity. That's what happened. What's the proof? Well, the proof is, in the days of Freaknik, it was no such thing as that, meaning it didn't dominate. It didn't dominate. How we know that? Because Freaknik was thrown by college kids. Simple. And back then, college kids were more straight. That's it. But something happened. After a certain year, college kids became majority something else, and they would spread their lifestyle as well. Yes, you would have your college kids down there spreading that shit, and then you would have your upper echelon executive blacks coming down there to spread their shit. Why? You could not be fruity in certain states back then. I don't know why y'all forget that. People was running from the north to the south to hide their ways. But I kept telling you, they've been fruity, but they couldn't be fruity in New York because they had to act tough in front of me and you and everybody else. So they brought their fruity stuff to Atlanta. They couldn't be fruity in Chicago. It's got to be tough. They couldn't do it in Atlanta. They couldn't do it in Philly. They couldn't do it in Detroit. You get what I'm saying? They had to hide it in Miami. So when they all come to Atlanta, they all down there together. You got the Chicago boys. You got the New York boys, the Detroit boys, the Florida boys. All these, you know what I'm saying? They bringing all their fruity shit out there. Now it's overpopulating, right? Now more people getting flipped. Y'all didn't get it. Now the trans understand the rappers out there is money, word of mouth. Now the trans coming out there from around the world to get that rap money. I'm telling you, it's a big pie. That's what happened. That's what Pimp C was talking about. Huh? Mace got caught before Mr. C, y'all. It been going on. So, who's late? Who still don't accept it? Who still don't believe? All you got to know is it's all dead now. It's over with. All right? So if it ain't entertainment, it ain't about nothing. Here's the proof. When I told you they put their flag down there, who was the star of hip-hop? Was it somebody born and raised from Atlanta that was the star? Or was it this guy from New York that was under Diddy the whole time? When I told you they controlled the whole shit. Then you wasn't going to be on that show unless you was under that what? Umbrella. That's what it is. Because I know Mona Scott Young was Missy manager, go back to Diddy, Busta Rhymes manager, Chris Lighty, and I knew the whole time that was New York running that shit down there. That's why I never brought that Atlanta experience. Hollywood, I never bought the shit because I really knew the truth. New York was behind the whole shit. If Mona Scott Young would have never took her ass down there with them cameras to exploit that shit, it would have never, ever happened. So I know the truth. That's why I never followed that. Everybody else was basing their life on that. Huh? No. Them Yankees came down there and brought it down there. It was them. Because they could not be freaky in New York. But if you look in New York history, every goddamn rap party, rap club was in the Village. The Village. The biggest exclusive gay community in America. Period. They all know that. That's where all the rap events used to be at. Once again, the Tunnel was a bisexual androgynous club. It was always in our face. No, you're going to accept it today. The flaming ass Yankees destroyed rap because rap was going to destroy your culture, your neighborhood. Go outside, take a look. When I say destroyed, I ain't talking about buildings. I'm talking about you ain't going to see no people. That's what I'm talking about. All right? It's all shame now. It's all over. He in shame, white hat. He in shame. All of them in shame, shame, shame. All right? You get it? Clown on internet. No, it's over. Cameron don't want to accept the fact it's over. Cam don't want to accept it's over. It's over, Cam. You're all out the closet. Huh? Already proved around here. Fat Joe is a pink man. I proved every single last one of them. They all got their own special. They all got features. It's all out the closet. All y'all late. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. You know about 1,000 rappers, don't you? You know about a lot of dildo action, don't you? It was 700 of them. Oh, right then, it's all of these punks right here, y'all. It's the men rappers that you love. Any rapper around Diddy's circle, he got their ass. Or they was a willing participant because none of them are going to testify in court. You have proof. You got proof. It ain't just Meek Mill. It's all of them, fool. You forgot Diddy's the one that put Jeezy on. You wanted me to forget he was signing Boys in the Hood to Diddy first when I know what Diddy going to do and you get a deal from him. No. Then on top of that, Jeezy was signed with Def Jam, Russell Simmons. I know what they did to that boy. I know what he did. Because he was under control, y'all. All right? Pink program. How many times have I showed you Fat Joe dripped in pink? When you understand these rappers wear more pink than any other color, you'll get it very clear. All right? You might wear pink when you're in Miami. Okay. You throwing your pink in Bahamas. You throw your pink when you're in Beverly Hills. But no, these fools wear more pink than any other color. If I ask you to show me right now how many pictures Fat Joe got on red, blue, or purple, you ain't gonna be able to do it. But I can show you a whole lot of pink because he's a pink man and he's a white man. Matter of fact, no disrespect, he ain't even a white man. This fool from the Caucasus Mountains, all right? And therefore, you've been hoodwinked in hip-hop. I still ain't been proven yet. I've been saying Fat Joe was a white man a year ago. Nobody proved me wrong. Even my Latino people done peep game already. All right, that's right. Because everybody done pimped the rap game. Now it's dead. You had Yankee boys like Fat Joe down south that was not from the South and ain't even black. Huh? Because rap let you do that. You had to be told rap was your culture, so anywhere rap go, you're going to accept it. But you have no clue. The only purpose of rap is to destroy and fuck your shit up. That's about it. So now you ain't got no more South. That shit got taken over by the Yankees. All right? See Meek Mill, Philly, Yankee. All of them in the South. Who sold out the South? That Uncle Tom right there. That Uncle Tom right there. That coon, that house, yeah, he the one that sold out Atlanta. So be proud of Atlanta. Be proud of T.I. today, y'all. Be proud of it. Because he's one of the dots connected. Even though Rick Ross told you Jeezy from Ohio. He been said Jeezy from Ohio. No, Atlanta, what happened is y'all got blamed. Y'all got destroyed by people that was not from the soil of Georgia. They was not from the soil of Georgia. So being that Atlanta wanted the success, they got the success, the fame, and glory. But most of these people was not even from Georgia soil. Even down to Gucci Man ain't even born in Georgia. These just the facts. Huh? Lil Boosie running around Atlanta right now, he ain't from Georgia. That's the problem. So like I said, all cities with anybody named mother come through, all those cities always get perverted. That's how it go. That's how it goes. Some cities always going to get flipped out because anybody come through. Anybody can come in and spread their shit and leave. So that's why Atlanta happened. That's why Atlanta gets the rap. But Atlanta was just a city to go. It's a city to do your fuckery. Whether you're on vacation, whether you got a good job, whether you go to school, whether you stay there and live for a couple years and go home, that's what Atlanta always been. But the people of Georgia, they the ones that get the rap for everything. So when people kept saying, Joe, Atlanta, Fred, Joe, I kept, my mind, I had to catch that shit. Like, the truth is, man, that shit ain't really the truth. Because it wasn't always like that. No, it's people that brought that shit there. Meaning they brought it, they spread it. Not saying there was no people gay down, no. Not saying there was no people down there gay, no. Even if it was gay people in Atlanta, they still would not populate everybody else. It wasn't going to happen. No, the rappers is the ones that help spread the trans gospel around the world, y'all. When you started seeing all these cross-dressed women, okay, that's one thing. But it was rappers that influenced it. To prove it, you will see all of their girlfriends eventually turn into a trans. When I said, I said salute to the trans people. I said because in the end, the trans people had straight women trying to look like them. I said it already. So then it hit me. I said, if the straight woman trying to look like the trans, that means the trans won. But it really means that the men like this look. So now the woman looking like the trans because somebody's liking this look. Bingo. I put it together. All right? So you wouldn't see all these trans laugh all day, but just know it was the rap lifestyle that brought everything to your city. Because it all started in Hollywood, California, the home of transvestite, transsexual. That's the home of it, the start of it. Always been like that. 50s, 40s. The beginning of Hollywood always had trans. Always. That shit go back 100 years. These are facts. Then you'll see when it started being called Black Hollywood, you started seeing all this other stuff. And it got flooded because they were sending planes and shipments from all around the world to Atlanta. They flying in, literally flying. You get it? All the trans in New York, all the trans in California, LA, Chicago, Oakland, Orlando, Miami, all over, all in one state, Atlanta. The rappers there. That's how the shit was going down, y'all. That's how Atlanta got flooded. Because Atlanta couldn't make no money from the legal residents. So I told you the Klan came with a plan to make money. They know that rap shit bring money. The rap gonna bring real estate. See, Atlanta didn't just make money off the damn club. They made money off people moving there for the dream. They turned people, first you was a rap fan, your dumb ass moved there, you became a Georgia taxpaying citizen, and some of y'all ass got tortured and locked up in Georgia because you came down there and didn't know what was up. I told you Georgia got rich off that shit from the courts, all of that. If that whole rap shit when it came, they would have still been conserved a lot. And Buckhead would have still been super rich. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Buckhead would have been Beverly Hills if rap never came. But guess what? It was on purpose, y'all. Because they didn't want none of them black homeowners. Y'all neighborhoods never going to be like Beverly Hills. That's why we always going to make sure y'all neighborhoods get, even if y'all in the suburbs, Hamptons, don't matter. We're going to make sure something always happen to devalue y'all shit. We don't worry about that. Y'all can call it Black Hollywood all you want. Buckhead ain't never gonna be Beverly Hills. We're gonna make sure shootings, all that out there. Told you all that was on purpose, y'all. Every fucking thing was on purpose. Rap also ruins your fucking property value. Cause guess what happened, y'all? The truth is, they did know a lot of blacks down in Atlanta was getting rich. They been knew that. Cause they knew the first wave of college graduates were smart. And they did knew blacks was getting rich, being homeowners. Sent that rap down there, destroyed all their fucking property, destroyed all their value. That's what it was, y'all. That's why you're going to see it was strategic. When rap went down there, it was after 2000s, like 2005, but early 2000s, a lot of people started becoming successful, y'all. And that's why I'm telling you, man, I know what rap was used for. Rap was used for nothing but demolition programs. Chicago, old block was bad your whole life. Old block, South Side been bad your whole life. BDs, GDs, whole life. As soon as that rap shit came there, what happened, y'all? That's my whole point. Nobody's peeping the shit. If goddamn Chicago had gangs since Larry Hoover, how the hell did it get so bad in the drill era? Because of the fucking rap. That's why. They gave the whole gangbang video. They gave the whole shit newscast team. You get it? All of that. That's what happened. So that's what I'm telling you. That's how everybody got destroyed. Everybody got destroyed with rap faster. Yeah, they been smoking each other in Texas. That ain't nothing new. But rap made you so stupid with two successful guys trying to kill each other in a poor ass city when the whole tiny supposed to come together. Cause when you all the way in Texas and you stupid, right? Cause you get cooked by the sun and you don't know shit about the rap game, right? You're gonna be from the same city, but instead of you saying, yo, let's come together, bro, get this money and do a whole lot of shit. No, we got to beef. Cause we go, that's what we do in Texas. We beef. The North against the South, and we just gonna beef. Even though we rap, we're gonna just keep beefing. Cause they fucking dumb, y'all. Everybody had their chance already. So I'm gonna say this right now. Don't ever in your life fix your mouth to say anything until you acknowledge the fact that it's reasons why people don't respect people no more. and it got nothing to do with race. See, ain't got nothing to do with race. Ain't got nothing to do with race. They respect Bun B because Bun B, he's a good guy. You know, if you get what I'm saying, he's a good guy. Ain't got nothing to do with race, y'all. No, Bun B, they respect Bun B because of this, y'all. Bun B and who you think he is for real, y'all. Bun B is bad. He's judged on his smarts. And you don't understand how more amazing that makes you look when you can talk and rap, when you can talk street, when you can talk gangster, you can talk all this hood stuff, and then you can flip it and talk so highly educated. Man, they respect that stuff, y'all. Man, I didn't know you was like that. That's why I told you, man, that's how this thing go, man. Nah, man. They all actors, y'all. That's it. That's who they are. And they gonna do what they gotta do to get where they at. This who Jeezy was always with. No, y'all. Them fools with the White House for real, y'all. It was some real stuff going on, y'all. Yes, it was. And that's why Andre 3000 always stayed out the way, y'all. All right? So I got to tell y'all, he did his part. He told y'all the South had something to say. It would be no Young Thug or none of us for that guy right there. And then you'll see, as soon as he got a chance, he got low, he left, he got out away from all of them because he knew from back then. He knew. You know what I'm saying? He knew from Pac, he knew what, like I said, that's what made Andre 3000 so real, because I told you the real celebrities, they don't do interviews. They don't do all that janky ass shit. Meanwhile, man, this fool probably got 10 Tupac stories, 5 Biggie stories. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna know though. Cause that's what I'm trying to tell you. And never forget this, that's Future big homie, y'all. So being in that Future big homie, you're gonna see that's why Future got a career, and Future always knew the truth. That's why he never bowed down to Jay-Z or Diddy. And that's just what it is. Never bowed down to them fools. And that's why Future still got a career. Yup. So now you get it, right? What Pimp C said about Russell Simmons? He's a what? You got your proof, right? All right, y'all. It is what it is. Once again, the end of an era, part 3, y'all. It's all done. This just another chapter, y'all. To give you the proof. See that? Atlanta was always controlled by Diddy, y'all. Always controlled by Diddy. And if Stevie J wasn't there, you now got your proof on what? Usher was there. Usher was always the eyes for Diddy, y'all. Y'all all got your proof. T.I., all 3 of them always worked for Diddy the whole time. So when Pimp C was talking about he couldn't get no feature, it's because they couldn't feature with you, Pimp, because they were being controlled by Diddy and Jay-Z. And that's what happened. All right? When I told y'all they took over Atlanta, I gave y'all the proof. They took that shit over. He working for Diddy. Him work, all work for Jay-Z, Diddy. Y'all had no clue Usher working for them. Jermaine Dupri, Bow Wow working for them. You know what I'm saying? I could keep going. It was an Atlanta experience, but that's why I tell you it was a fake world. Meanwhile, the whole Atlanta experience, Mace down there too. He just in the church. See how they finesse y'all ass? What I say, after Biggie died, yo, Mace, go to Atlanta, man. Go down there with Creflo. Go down there and chill for a little while. People so stupid, y'all. Mace was in Atlanta the whole time. Told y'all, man. What am I saying? You just think because Mace was smart enough not to be in a club on camera with him has nothing to do with Mace with them behind the scenes. That's all I kept trying to tell y'all. See what I'm saying? It's all in your face, y'all. No, New York brought that down there. You got the proof. Mace got caught. It's all of them, y'all. Mace is the proof of Diddy. All right? Cam told you about Mace with dildos, and he said Diddy got him the house. So you got your proof. Everybody, y'all got your proof, y'all. So my thing is, man, ain't nothing against nobody like Baby O and dildos. The thing is, it was time for these rappers to be exposed. Why? They promoted the most death. They promoted the most killing, drug dealing. They promoted the most lies. They the best actors, y'all. That's why this ain't about real Hollywood actors. This is not about sports entertainers. It's not about none of that stuff. It's about those rappers that made their money off selling death, lies, everything foul, and then still some of them want to still play around. And then they never apologize. They never called, you know what I'm saying? They never, y'all know, even in the old generations, what they'll do, y'all? Let's stop playing. That's what I keep talking about. Even in the old generation, what they'll do? Go to the church, huh? Turn into a church. So Patti LaBelle, she doing gospel now. Stuff like they don't talk about, right? But that would be their way of saying they changed their ways. I don't do that stuff no more. See, you're going to see the rappers ain't going to do that. Not even put a stunt. Or even say, you know what? I ain't with that stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? No, because in their mind, that shit is money. Let me break it down how that shit work. See, in Fat Joe mind, the day I denounce Fat Joe the gangster, I can't make no more Fat Joe money. So I can't do that. So I'm saying? Even though Meek Mill been exposed, Jeezy, can't deny that. If I deny the lifestyle, I can't make no more money off that shit. Get it? Once I say I don't deal with the streets no more, I can't get booked at no more hip hop club. So that's why I say it's a lot of reasons why they ain't gonna do that. See? And also it proves they didn't get no other business. Because if I was able to transfer to another business, I'd better say, yo, y'all, back in the day, I did that stuff, but for real, y'all, man, that shit was fake, y'all. You know what I'm saying? For real, I was just doing my job and getting this money. I was young, you know what I'm saying? But for real, y'all, man, don't believe that shit. I'll just tell y'all straight up. Matter of fact, y'all, this is what I do now. But at the end of the day, y'all know I still got them bars. I still got my songs. But yo, y'all, for real, y'all, that shit was fake, bro. And matter of fact, I apologize to all the mothers. Because anybody believe they got locked up, man, I'm sorry, y'all. And that's all I could do. You know what I'm saying? And maybe start some little after jail program. It's little things they could have did. I keep telling y'all. Little things, the least FatJoe could have did was start an after prison program for them brothers in the Bronx. No, open up a sneaker store, make money off their ass to the day you die. Don't get them shit. Always take, never give. Take, never give. Take, never give. But you just said that was Europeans, though. Huh? You kept talking about how Europeans came to this country and took everything. No, look to me like somebody stole the ways of Europeans. It's been going on a very long time. They steal souls, huh? They steal your advice. They'll steal your fucking songs. They'll steal your beats. They'll steal your credits. They'll steal your wife. They'll steal it all, y'all. What part you don't get? They're fucking vampires, liars, all of that. Huh? What you was told. Lie, cheat, steal. They do it all. So on that note, keep believing in fantasy land, y'all. I'm going to keep putting it in the ground. On that note, y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. All right? R.I.P. Pimp C. We're going to leave it at that. Positive vibes. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in, everybody that's tuned in. More coming, y'all. And remember, stay tuned. We might be having an afternoon kickback later on, y'all. What y'all think? Holler at me. If y'all want to do something later, I'll tune in later. I'll hit that live button. You know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? What's up, B? Shout out to everybody that's in tune. So now y'all got it, right? Shout out to the replay gang. All right, we went through the whole Pimp C thing. Also, yeah, y'all, don't forget, ain't no such thing as crime no more, y'all. It goes together. Hip-hop was the criminal soundtrack to the criminals on the block. All right? When I told y'all that shit played out, it's over with now, y'all. You got to figure out a new way. They been had this for the past couple years when I've been telling y'all what's happening. Huh? When they been declared a war. Man, they've been experimenting on this the whole pandemic. Why you think some of y'all might have got pulled over? They know you getting pulled over for. Because you riding around in a car, they seeing through the whole car. I spoke about all this 2 years ago. Everything documented what's going to happen. Because people didn't believe, y'all. They didn't believe. Nah, y'all. They could pull up on your house right now, scan your house down right now. They could fly up your house right now. Some of this stuff flying up your house, you're going to look just like that in your kitchen, cooking bacon, just like that. Yup. This how they're using this on the migrants right now as we speak. And that's why I say it's no such thing as hiding. They outside say, come outside. You in the house ducking behind shit. They looking right at your stupid ass. Yup, that's how it is now, y'all. That blue, that's the cell phone picked up. That red, that's the knife. I think that green might be some money stash, something like that. There's also for prison, it's nothing but the prison scan, it's the airport scan, it's everything. When you heard we're in a cashless society, when I kept saying it's going to be a whole new world, once they get rid of crime, that's why right now as we speak, it's a war on crime. And that's a real drone. We deal with the kitty drones. But even them kitty drones is the real deal with surveillance. These the real drones they got in them cartel ass. Shit see through your whole life. That's why I told y'all, it is, make sure you tell all your people. You make sure you run and tell everybody. It is no such thing as hiding nothing no more. At all. There's no such thing as none of that. No more such things. None of that, y'all. Selling drugs, nothing. So you see it, right? You know stuff going to go down. But I'm just talking about the people, they have no clue. Because remember what I say, they don't make announcements for certain things. Like the Diddy list, certain things never going to be announced. You don't go to war with people and tell them what you're working with. No, we're going to catch all your ass. But what y'all didn't know is they were flying over your houses for months and months and months. So they already knew what states had the most guns in them houses. That's why. Stay your ass on TikTok. Why you think they didn't ban TikTok? Because they've been flying over them skies, clocking everybody ass. All y'all kept talking about y'all firearm. So that's what happened. Florida, all the firearm. Texas, Kentucky, all these states, you're going to see stuff happening, right? But y'all had no clue. They was flying over y'all crib, everything color-coded. Your whole crib lighting up red. You got a lot of pistols in the crib. Shotguns. Your whole crib lighting up red. Whole neighborhood lighting up red. Oh shit. Next thing you know, whole neighborhood, flood, fire. Family, I meant to talk about this last week. When I said y'all, this is what they were using for the cartels. And they showed the video, like I said, them flying over the crib and people moving around the house and moving around inside the house, y'all. They looking just like that, scanning their whole shit. That shit deep, that shit see through your soul. All right? So let all the fake gangsters know no more such thing as none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, unless you know how to make some shit invisible. On top of that, it is so many agents. But like I said, y'all, this is also due to the fact a lot of people are not who they say they are. A lot of people are what? Cross-dress. You got a lot of women that look like men. You got a woman with beards. This is also for people that can't hide their sex and lie about their sex. All right? You can't do nothing as a woman, go hide as a man. You can't do nothing as a man, hide as a woman. So I'm saying this for all of that, y'all. That's the world we in now, right? That's what all this is for. Even, also when they locking people up, they got to make sure, okay, this not a woman, and I'm putting a woman in a male jail. They got to, that's for all of that stuff, y'all. This also to stop that frisking. No excuse to frisk me because they can scam me through the car now. They can't lie and say, I thought he had a gun, because if y'all scammed me, you would have saw the blue. So that's why I say this all go good, bad, but this the new world, y'all. That's what we about, the new shit. That's why I'm burying the old, telling you about the new. But the old is a particular people that lived under this of what? The thug life, gangster life, portrayed by rap, because they still didn't understand that rap was a lock their ass program, and it has just all been executed. And that's what happened, and that's why Diddy on trial. Because the gangster rap program was used for one thing, it is not needed no more. You now have more of your rap fans, gangster rap fans, that are dead or in jail. All of them are old. They lost their warrior spirit, and another percentage of them are flowers. And that's what happened from hip hop. So salute to everybody. We're going to close out. I'll holler at y'all later. We out. One. And another thing what Pimp C was really saying too, y'all, you're going to see it clear as day. Everybody was so focused on sex and sexuality, but nobody was really focused on getting smart and getting educated. And that's what happened, y'all. Everybody put their education and smarts towards sexuality, and that's what happened. So now everybody got the sex they wanted, but it's nothing else, y'all. That's it. That's all we got. That's it. No money, no business, no nothing, just sex, sexuality. So that's what happened, y'all. This is what Pimp C was talking about. So now you see the end result of the South. He knew all this stuff was going to happen to the South back then. He knew it was going to happen. He just couldn't say nothing. And when he did say something, y'all see what happened. Oh, yeah, don't forget Lil Uzi Vert. He's from Pennsylvania. When Lil Uzi Vert came in this game, he represented Philly. Same place Meek Mill, same home of the Tush Push, same home of Gilly the Kid, who say he was a male stripper, same home as Will Smith, Bashir, Philly. All right? It's not a coincidence. Told you could turn a rap into a mascot. Thank you very much. Like when I say when you're a rapper, you gotta know how to pimp yourself. Look to me like Bun B pimping himself. I don't think Bun B own none of this stuff. He just a face. He don't own nothing. Trust me, man. Them people know how to turn you into a mascot quick. Honestly, y'all, as a rapper, this is what you're supposed to do to the day you die. You're supposed to let people pimp your name. I think Flavor Flav did it too. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Bun B don't own this shit, y'all. He just the face of that shit. Nah, man, he got partnerships. They can't do nothing without partnerships, y'all. Nothing. And Bun B, another one. He just always looked dusty. He just always looked like a basic guy. Like he'll walk and throwback too. Now look at how Slim thought like a weirdo. He got a little third grade girl hairstyle. He got on a big t-shirt dress. Huh? He got on a t-shirt with my panties on shirt. That's what he got on because Jay-Z turned him into you know what. Yeah, that's what he did.